Have you ever wondered which European countries are facing the fastest decline? From economic struggles to demographic shifts, some nations are rapidly losing their stability. In today's video, we dive deep into the top 10 fastest collapsing countries in Europe. Stick with us as we explore the factors behind these alarming trends and uncover what the future might hold for these nations. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future content. 10. Ukraine. The ongoing conflict with Russia has plunged Ukraine into a state of prolonged instability. The war, which has devastated infrastructure and displaced millions, continues to strain the country's economy. Major cities have been reduced to rubble, and agricultural production, once a critical component of Ukraine's economy, has plummeted. Additionally, international aid, while vital, is not enough to repair the damage in the short term. The conflict has caused significant brain drain, with young professionals fleeing to safer countries, further weakening the nation's long-term growth prospects. 9. Greece. Greece has been in a precarious financial position since its debt crisis in the early 2010s, and while it has made efforts to recover, the global economic challenges of 2024 have hit the country hard. Inflation rates are soaring, with basic goods becoming increasingly unaffordable for large swaths of the population. The tourism industry, which is a major contributor to the Greek economy, has also been affected by political instability and high levels of unemployment, which exceed 20%. The government's austerity measures, implemented as part of its agreements with international lenders, have sparked mass protests, leading to social unrest. 8. Italy. Italy's economic decline has been gradual but persistent. The country has faced a crippling public debt crisis for years, and in 2024, the situation has worsened. The high cost of living, coupled with stagnant wages, has left a large portion of the population struggling to make ends meet. Key sectors such as manufacturing have slowed, and the ongoing issue of political instability means that no clear solution to the economic crisis is in sight. Italy's youth unemployment rate remains one of the highest in Europe, further exacerbating the sense of disillusionment among the younger generation. Politically, Italy has struggled to form stable governments, and the rise of populist and nationalist movements has further complicated governance. Migration issues continue to strain public resources, as Italy remains a main entry point for migrants crossing the Mediterranean. Combined with aging infrastructure and a sluggish bureaucracy, Italy faces a perfect storm that threatens to derail any chances of recovery, leading to a potential collapse. 7. Turkey. Turkey has been facing severe economic challenges in 2024, including skyrocketing inflation and a rapidly devaluing currency. Once a regional power, the nation now struggles to maintain its status, as political tensions and authoritarian governance under President Erdogan continue to alienate foreign investors. The situation has been worsened by the geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and the ongoing conflict with Kurdish forces. The government's attempts to curb dissent have only stoked the flames of opposition, and civil unrest is on the rise. Moreover, Turkey's reliance on foreign imports, especially energy, has caused significant strain as global prices soar. The construction boom that once fueled the country's economy has ground to a halt, leaving many projects unfinished and investors wary. The lack of economic stability and poor governance have led to an exodus of professionals seeking opportunities abroad, pushing Turkey closer to a breaking point. 6. Serbia. Serbia's political landscape has become increasingly unstable, and in 2024, this has culminated in a series of crises. The unresolved tensions from the breakup of Yugoslavia continue to fester, with nationalist sentiments rising once again. The ongoing disputes with Kosovo, along with ethnic divisions within Serbia itself, have paralyzed the government and led to widespread unrest. Economic sanctions imposed by the European Union over these issues have further crippled Serbia's already fragile economy, leading to a sharp decline in the standard of living. On the economic front, Serbia has struggled to attract foreign investment, and high levels of corruption have stunted growth in key sectors. The youth unemployment rate is alarming, and many are choosing to leave the country, further depleting Serbia's workforce. The government's inability to implement meaningful reforms has left the country in a state of stagnation, with the risk of collapse growing daily. 5. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina remains deeply divided along ethnic lines, with the scars of the 1990s war still visible in 2024. The country's tripartite government structure, designed to give equal representation to Bosniaks, Croats, and Serbs, has proven to be ineffective, leading to constant political deadlock. Ethnic tensions have flared up once again, with nationalist parties gaining influence. This instability has had a direct impact on the economy, with unemployment rates soaring and public services deteriorating. The country is heavily reliant on international aid, but corruption has eroded the effectiveness of these funds. Infrastructure projects remain incomplete, and many areas of the country are still struggling to rebuild from the war. The younger generation is leaving the country in droves, seeking better opportunities abroad, which only adds to the brain drain. Bosnia and Herzegovina's future looks increasingly uncertain, with many fearing that the country is on the verge of disintegration. 4. Moldova. Moldova, one of Europe's poorest countries, has been teetering on the edge of collapse for years. In 2024, the situation has worsened due to geopolitical pressures from both Russia and the European Union. The conflict in Ukraine has had a spillover effect, with Moldova facing increased tensions in its breakaway region of Transnistria, which remains a pro-Russian enclave. This unresolved conflict has made foreign investment difficult, and the country's economy continues to stagnate, with poverty rates rising. The political system is rife with corruption, and public trust in government institutions is at an all-time low. Protests are becoming more frequent, with citizens demanding reforms that the government seems unable or unwilling to implement. The education and healthcare systems are collapsing, and a lack of job opportunities has led to a mass exodus of young people. Moldova's future looks bleak as it faces the threat of economic and political collapse. 3. Bulgaria. Bulgaria's economic situation in 2024 has deteriorated rapidly, with inflation soaring and unemployment at record highs. The country, which has long been the poorest member of the European Union, has struggled to compete with its wealthier neighbors. Many Bulgarians have left for better opportunities in Western Europe, further depleting the country's workforce. The exodus of young, skilled workers has had a devastating impact on Bulgaria's economy, leaving behind an aging population that the state is struggling to support. 2. North Macedonia. North Macedonia's path toward European integration has been fraught with challenges, and in 2024, the country is facing severe economic and political difficulties. The unresolved name dispute with Greece and the ongoing ethnic tensions between Macedonians and Albanians have paralyzed the government. The economy is stagnant, with high levels of unemployment and inflation, making it difficult for citizens to make ends meet. The country's reliance on agriculture has also made it vulnerable to climate change, with extreme weather events causing food shortages. 1. Romania. Romania's economic growth, once touted as a success story in Eastern Europe, has stalled in 2024. The country has been hit hard by rising inflation and a devaluing currency, leading to widespread poverty. Romania's agricultural sector, which is a major component of its economy, has been affected by climate change, with droughts and floods devastating crops. The government's inability to address these issues has led to a growing sense of frustration among the population, with protests becoming more common. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Which country's situation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos. See you next time.